Are we ready? This side, let me hear you. Oh, I don't think you're ready. This side, let me hear you. Yeah, they're ready. This side, let me hear you. Class of 2025, let me hear you. Good morning, buenos dias, bonjour, assalamu alaikum, and sak passe. Good morning, everybody. Welcome students, parents, guests, and team members to the 2025 commencement ceremony for the Alexander Hamilton Preparatory Academy. Let's give them a big round of applause. We are here to celebrate your accomplishments and stand here today honoring your resiliency, your character, and your determination. We know that you will continue to thrive as you leave the Elizabeth Public Schools to pursue your dreams, career, college, and in life. Today, we celebrate you. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please welcome the William F. Halsey Junior Health and Public Safety Academy, Junior ROTC, as they do the presentation of colors. We now invite to the stage Mariana Del Valle to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Do I start? I pledge allegiance to this flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We now invite to the stage to lead us in the Star-Spangled Banner, Ana Maria Gores.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight and the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? And the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please remain standing as we dismiss the junior ROTC. Please give them a big round of applause. Please remain standing as Catherine Faith Camara Bianpica leads us in the Pledge of Ethics.
As a member of the Elizabeth Public Schools Professional Learning Community, I pledge to treat people as I wish to be treated. To do that, I pledge to understand that the school community is a special place. Listen respectfully when someone else is speaking. And pay close attention and not interrupting. Speak in a calm voice and use proper language. Dress appropriately for teaching and learning. Inspire the best for myself and others by celebrating successes and learning from mistakes. Care about others by demonstrating acts of kindness, and be a lifelong learner by taking every opportunity to learn from others. Thank you.
You may be seated. Please allow me a few moments to recognize some special guests that are here with us today. First, we have our mayor of this great city, Mayor J. Christian Bowich. Please give him a big round of applause. Our Vice President, Ms. Maria Carvalho. Our commissioners, Commissioner Eliana Chavez, Commissioner Rosa Morena, Commissioner Stephanie Pastana, Commissioner Isaias Rivera, Commissioner Diane Barbosa. Our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Olga Hugemeyer. Our Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jennifer Cedeno. Our Assistant Superintendent for Schools, Mr. Rafael Cortez Jr. Our Assistant Superintendent for Schools, Ms. Judy Finch Johnson. Our Chief of Operations and Councilman, Mr. Frank Cuesta. Our School Business Administrator, Mr. Harold Kennedy. And our Assistant Business School Administrator, Mr. Murjeev Malhotra. Please give them a big round of applause. Also in attendance, I want to thank all our teachers and staff and directors who are here, and our security custodians and all of them who make this possible, especially our wonderful IT team who is streaming this and doing a wonderful job making sure this program happens. Let's give them all a big round of applause. At this time, please join me in welcoming the mayor of this great city. Please welcome Mayor J. Christian Bowich.
Thank you very much, Mr. Neron, the President of the School Board. Olga Hugemeyer, your Superintendent of Schools, members of the City Council, Board of Education members, parents, grandparents, and the class of 2025 at Hamilton School. Congratulations. A big deal. You know, I got to tell you, I'm handling a phone call with the state's mayors at the same time because we're discussing the budget, and the state budget has to be adopted by Monday. And that includes aid to education here in the city of Elizabeth. So I apologize for having that phone in my ear. For those of you that are taking selfies are gonna criticize me for having a phone at the same time, because today is all about you. Today is all about the graduates. Today is all about your success. And going to Alexander Hamilton School is kind of special because a lot of schools in our city are named after people who participated in our community. Alexander Hamilton was one of those people who participated in our city. He walked the same streets you walked. He went to school on Broad Street when it was called the College of New Jersey. He lived in Livingston Hall, which was at that time Elizabethtown, now right across the street from Kean University. He was an immigrant to this country. He was a person with no parents that came to this country. He was what was called an orphan. And he rose to the pinnacle of his success and the pinnacle of success in this country. He is the father of the whole economic system that we live under today. He is the first secretary to the treasurer under George Washington. He was an immigrant who came to this city in order to succeed and then help become a founding father of this country. So going to a school named after Alexander Hamilton and possibly sitting next to an immigrant who may not be a citizen of the United States, keep in mind what happened 300 years ago. Keep in mind that immigrants play a major role in the success of our country. And Alexander Hamilton was one of those people. And so when you sit next to a person who is an immigrant, make sure you know that they can succeed. They are no less of a person than you or me who was born here. And immigrants are what grew this country. Alexander Hamilton is a testament to that. And you have graduated from a school with his name. So as you enjoy the summer and you think back on the education you've received here in the city of Elizabeth, remember to go forward with not only your knowledge, but to go forward with grabbing the future, because the future is yours. And you've earned it. Now go forward. Have a safe summer. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Mayor, for those inspiring words. Let's give him another big round of applause. At this time, please welcome your very own commencement speaker, your English teacher, Miss Maria Litos.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning, families, friends, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2025. Before I begin, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank our distinguished guests who have joined us today. Mayor Christian Bowich, Board President Stanley Neron, Vice President Maria Carvajo, and the commissioners of our Board of Education. We also thank our Superintendent, Dr. Olga Hugelmeyer, Assistant Superintendents, Dr. Jennifer Cedeno, Mrs. Judy Finch-Johnson, and our very own Mr. Rafael Cortez, the members of our central office leadership team, and our in-house leaders, more like the dream team, Mr. Mikros, Mr. Delori, and Mr. Gonzalez. And of course, the Alexander Hamilton Preparatory Academy staff. Your presence means a great deal to our graduates and to all of us here this morning. Thank you for the work you do to support our students, our schools, and our community. Now, let's get into it, class of 2025. I've had the privilege of teaching many groups of students over the years, but none quite like you. You are unforgettable. And not just because you once tried to normalize blazers and Crocs in the same outfit. You've left your mark in so many ways. Let's talk about language, because I am an English teacher after all. This class had some pretty iconic phrases, like playing defense, for example, when you unknowingly shut down your friend's chance at romance just by existing in the wrong place at the wrong time. I've done it. True story. Or there's two mans. When a friend steps up as your wingman or wingwoman, no hesitation, no questions asked. That's loyalty. That's teamwork. and I think it deserves its own glossary entry. You also taught me a lot about what it means to build a community. So many of you made my classroom your home base, before school, after school, and in some cases during our shared off period, when you absolutely could have been elsewhere. Truthfully, I loved it. Even though I should have been using my prep for grading and planning, I didn't mind the full classroom, sometimes loudly playing Wordle on the starboard because it made me happy, because you felt safe there, you felt comfortable there, and that meant everything to me. A special shout out to my unofficial lunchtime tutoring crew. Though shockingly little tutoring happened. You taught me slang, kept me up to speed with the latest drama, and filled my room with joy and chaos, but mostly joy. And speaking of joy, let's talk about the infamous senior game. By the way, I found out this morning it's still going on. Now for the record, this was entirely student-led and took place outside of school hours, but somehow it became the most talked about activity of senior year. I had the lead organizer in my class, and she ran the whole thing with military-level precision. I'm talking rules, brackets, updates. It was flawless. The rest of you, you treated it like it was the Olympics. Floaties and goggles were worn with the same pride people reserve for the latest Gucci drop. I've never seen seniors so strategic, so invested, and let's be honest, so awake before 8 a.m. It was intense, it was hilarious, and above all, a perfect display of your creativity, camaraderie, and commitment to making memories. But here's what I'll remember most. Not the binder checks, not the college tours, not the blazers, not the floaties and goggles. I'll remember your heart. You're an incredibly kind, inclusive, and mindful group of students. You looked out for one another. You made space for people who needed it. You welcomed everyone in. That is rare, that is powerful, that is you. And maybe it's no coincidence that you're the 100-year graduating class. A century in, and you've shown us what heart, humor, and humanity still look like at their best. Which brings me to my final lesson. It's not on a test, there's no study guide, no Cornell notes, no IRA, but I hope you carry it with you for the rest of your lives. Be good to people. That's it. No matter where you go or what you do, lead with kindness. Be respectful, even when people aren't. Be generous, even when it's inconvenient. Be the person who makes things better just by showing up with a good heart. You won't always get immediate rewards for it, but trust me, it always finds its way back to you. Sometimes in ways you don't expect. A new opportunity, a new friendship, a little extra grace when you need it most. And if you all, this big-hearted, wildly funny, unreasonably hydrated, floaty-wearing class, go out into the world with the same goodness you brought to our school, then the world just got a whole lot luckier. Class of 2025, I'm proud of you, I love you, and yes, I miss you, even those who still may owe me assignments. So go out there, lead with kindness, make us proud, and be the reason someone else believes good people still exist. The world is waiting for you, and the best part, for now, blazers are optional. Congratulations, class of 2025, you made it.
We're gonna go far, 'cause everyone knows who you are. So live your life. You said it just.
Please give Ms. Litos another big round of applause. So class of 2025, do me a favor, can you stand to your feet real quick? Today you stand before us as the class of 2025 for the 100th year of Alexander Hamilton Academy, ready to graduate And you didn't do it alone. You did it with this wonderful village that sits with you today. So I need you at this time to give them a big round of applause. Cheer your village on and thank your village. And let me hear the class of 2025. Come on, make some noise for the families. You may be seated. I have a quick story that I want to tell. And it's about a farmer who found an eagle's egg and decided he was going to raise an eagle. And he brought the eagle's egg back to a chicken's nest to be hatched amongst chickens. The chickens hatched, the chicks were hatched, the eagle hatched, and they started to live amongst each other. And the farmer once came by and saw that the eagle was doing what the chickens do. And he said to the eagle, "No, you're an eagle. You do what eagles do." And he was like, "No, I'm a chick. I do what chicks do." And he didn't believe in himself, and he didn't believe that he could fly, he could soar, he could reach great heights, unlike a chicken. And one day, the farmer took him to the ledge of a cliff and said, "Go and fly." He was like, "Nope, I can't do it." He didn't believe. And time again, the farmer kept trying to get him to understand his potential, but not only understand his potential, understand who he really was. And one fine day, he finally took that risk and was in disbelief of the power that he had to fly and soar and be the amazing eagle that he is. What is the moral of that story? The moral of that story is be mindful of the company that you keep. Be mindful of understanding who you are, how valuable you are. Don't dim your light, because today you got here because you let your light shine. As you move forward in this life that we're living, as you move forward in this nation that we're living in, it is very important that you stand tall and you let your light shine. But it's even more important that you understand the team that you build around you. Because great minds think alike. You are the company that you keep. Your net worth becomes your network. Your network becomes your net worth. And I need you to be very clear about that. Be mindful of the team that you build around you. Make sure that you put a team around you that's going to speak life, not gossip. That's going to build, not break. That's going to dream and not drift. And that's going to believe even when it gets hard. Because in the time that we're living in, mental health is a serious issue. And we got to surround ourselves around people who love us and people who support us, because that's how you got here today. You had a whole village of wonderful teachers, administrators, counselors, friends, parents, grandmothers, grandfathers, cousins, an extended family that believed in you, that held you up, and you need that support system. So understand, none of us do it alone. Build that team, build that dream. Keep believing, keep dreaming, keep achieving. Make sure you stand up for yourself, but more importantly, make sure you always remind yourself how much you love you. Put you first. So, because if you don't put yourself first and you don't love yourself, no one else can. Congratulations to the class of 2025. We love you. We're proud of you. We stand for you. And we're going to be looking for you to be our future, not only to save this nation, but to save the world in the situations that we face today. Thank you, and God bless you all. At this time, please welcome your principal, my very good friend, Mr. George E. Mikros, as he presents the Valedictorian and Salutatorian.
Thank you. The title of Valedictorian is conferred upon the highest ranked student over 4 years of high school. So at this time, we're going to call our valedictorian, Joanne Santos, to come up here. Thank you. Put this here so I don't lose my space.
Okay. Good morning, administrators, staff, parents, friends, and of course, my fellow peers, the class of 2025. I want to start by giving thanks and appreciation to the special people in our lives. None of this would have been possible if not for those who have supported us throughout the years, whether it be parents, grandparents, friends, guardians, teachers, etc. We all have someone we want to thank for helping us here today. I would like to give thanks to the Hamilton community, all the teachers, guidance counselors, Hamilton staff, vice principals Mr. Delore and Mr. Gonzalez, and of course, our proud principal, Mr. Mikros. They have all worked hard every day to support us and guide us through our time here, teaching us important life lessons and pushing us to keep going. The Hamilton faculty has always come through for us. I would like to thank God for his blessings in my life. Not only have I found peace through my loving father, but I have also found a loving and supportive community and family. I am sure many of you here feel the same way, whether it be in your respective religions or even just through a community you found through a club. So a huge thank you to our communities who have supported us, and a huge thank you to God who has blessed me every single day of my life, even when I was unaware. I would also like to thank you guys, class of 2025, for being a part of this journey through life. Every single one of you has talent, ambitions, and character, and I'm so happy to have seen the ways you have all achieved success. And a special thanks to all my friends who helped me get to where I am. There are too many to list them all, but they all know who they are. Last but most definitely not least, I want to thank my parents, family, and guardians joining us here today. It was through your hard work, especially, that many of us are sitting here. Through your love and support, we have all persevered and fought hard to make you proud. I personally would like to thank my mom and dad. You both have always had my back and supported me in whatever I decided to do. Even through the hard times, sitting at the dining table for hours because my handwriting wasn't neat enough, or because I was doing my project wrong. I have always been grateful to both of you because all that you have done for me was for my future. I love you so much, like the stars never end. And I'm sure everyone here feels the same way for those who raised them. Sorry. Today, we celebrate it all. The failures, the countless sleepless nights catching up on homework, the resilience, the achievements, everything that has led us all to this moment. So just take a moment to soak it all in. 4 years ago, we walked into the annex, nervous yet excited for our next chapter. And now we sit here closing this chapter of our lives and preparing for another. So let's give a big round of applause for the class of 2025. But it doesn't end here. Today is just one of many important achievements that will occur over the course of our lives. Whether you're going to university, trade school, or finding work after today, it is important that we keep the same persistence we used to get here. Think back to all those tests you might have failed, or those times when the work was piling up and you considered dropping out might be the better option. You have already faced countless struggles and persevered through them to get here today, so don't start doubting yourself now. As Vince Lombardi once said, it's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. Life from here on is bound to get a little crazy, but a part of life is also to persevere despite all the bumps along the way. Take junior year, for example. We had to take our SATs and NJGPAs, which was a lot. Some of us even took multiple AP classes. I had to take 4, and those of you who also had to take that many understand what I mean when I say it was a lot of work. However, despite all the chaos and stress of our junior year, we're all sitting here in our caps and gowns, and this was only possible because we had the strength to get through it. So utilize what you have already learned at your time in Hamilton to keep succeeding. Some of you may have learned how to manage your time well, or the best way to motivate yourself, or even how to finesse starting a project the night before it was due. Use those skills you have learned to get back up when you're knocked down. Trust that these skills will get you so many incredible places in your life as long as you have the strength to get back up. So as I wrap this up, I hope you hold on to my message on perseverance and be proud of yourselves for how far you've come. Graduating high school is a privilege that sadly not many people can achieve, but you all have. So brag about yourselves and enjoy today because you all deserve it. I'm not sure about everyone, but I know I'm going to miss our time in Hamilton, the nostalgia-filled halls, the events we held, our senior trip, and most of all, you guys. Thank you for all being a part of this journey. These memories are ones that I will never forget, and I cannot wait to see where you'll all end up one day. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you. Let's give another round of applause for Joanna Santos for a beautiful speech. Things in the way. At this time, I will call up the Salutatorian, Kimberly Maria Martinez. Let's give her a round of applause. We will present her the Salutatorian Medal. Find your speech. Leaders. Here it is, okay?
Thank you. Good morning to all teachers, staff, family, and most importantly, the people that are standing in front of me, the class of 2025. I want to start off by thanking everyone for being here to celebrate this important occasion with us. Today, we are here to celebrate every single one of us and our journey throughout high school. We've come so far from the kids that first walked into the cafeteria of the annex, and we should all be incredibly proud of what we've accomplished throughout our time here. Even though we are going our separate ways, I just want you to remember that true friends are the ones who stick around, who support you, who have seen you at your lowest, and who make you feel seen. True friends are very hard to find, and it takes time to create that friendship, so please hold on to them, as they will be your support group for the very first years of college. And I want to say a special thank you to every single one of my friends that I've had throughout these 4 years. After today, we might never all be in the same room again, as much as most of us are relieved that we have finally made it to this moment where high school is done. We might have to take into consideration that we've been here for years, and it's weird to think that the next year we won't be coming back. We're not going to see the same familiar faces we've become accustomed to seeing in the halls every day. We'll all be going our separate ways and trying to figure out what we want to do with our lives. with struggles and all, but I know you will succeed. We might keep in touch, or we might not. Change is scary, but it's a part of life. It's what helps us grow, something I learned a while ago, and it's something you probably learned in these past 4 years. I don't know what most of you are going to do in the future, but I hope that you do it because you enjoy it and it makes you happy. Not just because of the money, even though that should be taken into account. So, as we celebrate this milestone, I want you to understand that you should feel excited and hopeful for what's in your future. We've worked hard to get here, and we've earned every moment of this celebration. I would like to dedicate this last part of my speech to my family, most importantly, two of the people I look up to and could never replace in my life. Mami, papi, gracias por su amor, sacrificio y esfuerzos. Todos mis logros se los dedico a ustedes y espero que vean que sus sacrificios no fueron en vano. To my two younger brothers, Carlos and Jordi, thank you for brightening my days and always having my back. Now, class of 2025, we made it. The future is ours to shape. Embrace the opportunities that come your way. Don't be afraid to take risks, to learn, and to grow. Be bold, be curious, and never stop believing in yourselves. Thank you, and I wish you much success in your future journeys.
So class 2025, before I begin, I'd just like to give you some, a little from the heart. This is a very special moment for me. Of course, the 100 years, the class of 2025, an amazing class. But sitting back here brought back a lot of memories for me. 40 years ago, 1985, I sat where you were sitting at. I graduated in the class of 1985, 40 years ago, and I came to the stage, and I was a senior class president back then in the class of 85. So it brings back lots of memories. Back then, our principal was the famous Dominic Parisi, which Ms. Hugemeyer, Dr. Hugemeyer knows very well. He passed on, but he left a lasting impression here for the Elizabeth school system. So it's very, very emotional for me, and it brings back a lot of memories. But most importantly, it's about you today. So before I begin my speech, good morning, everyone. Honorable Mayor Bowich, Board President Aran, Board Vice President Carvajal, Dr. Hugemeyer, Superintendent of Schools, the Assistant Superintendents, Mr. Cortez, Dr. Cedeno, and Ms. Judy Finch-Johnson, all of Central Administration, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the proud and accomplished class of 2025. Thank you. Today marks a moment that has been for years in the making. From our very first days as freshmen to this moment as we prepare to walk across the stage and into the next chapter of our lives, we've grown, we've learned, and we've become more than students. We become leaders. Just like the man whose name our school carries, which the Honorable Mayor has spoke about, Alexander Hamilton, we are stepping into the world ready to make a difference. Hamilton, one of our nation's founding fathers, was a man of vision, resilience, and unshakable drive. He was born into poverty and an orphan at a young age, yet he rose to become the first Secretary of Treasury and the architect of America's financial system. His pen was powerful, his mind brilliant, but most of all, his leadership set him apart. He believed in building something greater than himself, a legacy of excellence. That belief is something we can all carry with us as we leave Alexander Hamilton Preparatory Academy. In fact, it was George Washington himself who gave Hamilton a nickname that connects directly to us, the Little Lion. Washington saw in Hamilton a fiery spirit, fierce courage, and the heart of a lion, even though he was young and underestimated. That same fire burns in each one of us, just like Hamilton. We had to face life challenges, school projects, exams, uncertainty, and yet here we are, still standing, still strong, still roaring. Which brings me to another symbol of our school, the lion. Yes, the lion, our mighty mascot. The lion stands for courage, pride, leadership, and determination. Qualities that have defined this class of 2025. Lions lead the way. They face challenges head on. And today, as we graduate, we do so with the strength and courage of lions ready to lead into the future. And leadership is exactly what you have shown. Whether volunteering in nursing homes, organizing food and blood drives, or participating in neighborhood cleanups, this class didn't just talk about change. They made it happen. You've given back to the Elizabeth community that has shaped you, proving that service is not just an event, it's a way of life. You have also continued the legacy of academic excellence that defines our school. You took the challenge of rigorous advanced placement courses, excelled in your avid work, and proudly helped our school become an avid showcase school while laying the foundation for us to become an avid national demonstration school. That is a big deal, and you made it possible. You carry on with our identity as a national school of character, not just by your achievements, but through your kindness. You looked out for your classmates, lifted each other up, and made sure no one was left behind. That is true character. That is true Hamilton spirit. And how could we forget this year? You helped celebrate Hamilton's 100th anniversary. Whether you were dancing, acting, giving your school tours, or simply showing pride in your uniforms, you were part of history. You honor a century of scholars, leaders, and dreamers who walked the halls of Hamilton before you, and you did it with heart, creativity, and pride. You have made your mark, not just in our school, but across the entire Elizabeth community. As you all know, from our very first year until your senior year, I've shared 3 pieces of advice with you. And now as you prepare to graduate, I want to carry them with you wherever you go. If you remember, the 3 A's: attendance, academics, attitude. First, attendance. Show up, not just physically, but mentally. Be early, be ready. Whether in college, the military, a job, or wherever life leads you, being present and dependable opens doors. Second, academics. Never stop learning. Study your craft, know your subject, and prepare with purpose. Whether you're solving equations, writing reports, or learning on the job, knowledge is power. And finally, attitude. This is the one that will carry you the furthest. As Ms. Lito said before, and I thank her for her speech, keep it positive. Face every obstacle with determination. Treat people with respect. Your mindset will shape your future. If you commit to these 3 A's, I promise you, success will follow. Not just in what you do, but in who you become. So class of 2025, as we step forward into a new chapter, remember that we are no longer just learners, we are leaders. As our school proudly reminds us, we have a banner hanging on our wall which states the following: today's learners, tomorrow's leaders. That time is now. The world is waiting for your voice, your ideas, your lion-hearted courage, and your leadership. Go forward and make history, just like Alexander Hamilton did. Congratulations, the class of 2025. Let's roar into the future. Thank you, and God bless you all. At this point in the program, we would like to honor the outstanding recipients of various awards and scholarships here at Hamilton Academy. We would like to take the time to acknowledge all your exemplary work this year to achieve this respective recognition. Mrs. Moravi, our guidance counselor, will be coming up and present these awards. Let's give her a big round of applause. Our guidance department has done a tremendous job this year. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. Mr. Sullivan, please come up to the stage. I thought you were.
Good morning, everyone. Congratulations, class of 2025. At this time, I would like to acknowledge the students that will be receiving a scholarship or award. When your name is called, please stand at your seat to be recognized. Your awards have been placed in your envelopes. I would like to begin by acknowledging Alexander Hamilton's top 10 students for their academic excellence. Please stand to be recognized. Joanna Santos, Kimberly Maria Martinez, Gabriela Saldana Dutan, Catherine Faith Camara Bienpica, Isaiah Renee Moran, Franklin Arroyo, Wilbur Sanchez, Camilla Sosa, Adelson Alexander Pineda, and Mariana Del Valle. Please give them a warm applause. You may be seated. Next, I will read the list of scholarship recipients. Remember to stand at your seat when your name is called. We have 2 students. Please hold your applause. For the Elizabeth Promise Scholarship, Andrew Persad and Leonardo Quintero. The Meditation Club Scholarship, Marcos J. Amaya. Spencer Savings Bank Scholarship, Christopher Villa Agudelo. And we have a list for the Albert Louise Davis Rotary Scholarship. Please hold your applause. Natalie Ruiz, Kimberly Martinez, Isaiah Moran, Juan Jose Galarza, Chris Mokak, Leonardo Quintero, Zaine Taylor, and Catherine Camara Bienpica. Please stand Congratulations. The Sherry Barris Scholarship, Kayla Rivera. The TEA Scholarship, Joanna Santos and Kenny Lee Monroy Guerrero. The Lucinda Denton Palmer Memorial Scholarship, Leonardo Quintero. The Guidance Scholarship, Autumn Shapri Daniels. The Hamilton Perseverance Scholarship, Emily Del Rocio Paz Imbaquan. The May and Larry Kavanaugh Scholarship, Leonardo Quintero. The following award has 6 students. The Hamilton Lions Award. If you hear your name, please stand. Carla Sofia Senango, Jaslet Argueta Rodriguez, Cassie Kajust, Marcos J. Amaya, Vladimir Raul Liriano, and Angelina John Medine. Please stand. Congratulations. Mr. Franco's Perseverance Scholarship, Emily Del Rocio Paz Imbaquan. The Union County Unsung Hero Award, Brian Mateo Tixalema Chancay. The GSA Pride Scholarship, Jaden Horn. The next scholarship has 6 students. The Stephen Michael Zagrafos SEL Scholarship. Delilah Alaman, Janae Lawand, D'Amico McQuan, Cassie Kajust, Emily Paz, and Vladimir Liriano. Please stand. The Otis Rivera and Joseph Vitabili Scholarship Award goes to Marcos J. Amaya. Next, I will read our Alexander Hamilton Scholarship recipients. We will begin with the Student Government Scholarship. 4 students: Mia Sofia Matos, Leonardo David Quintero, Catherine Camara Bienpica, and Bernadine Raphael. Next will be the Senior Class Student Council Scholarships. Mariana Del Valle, Valerie Alonso, Camila Sosa, and Michaela Philemon Hall. The next is the Avid Leadership After School Club. Andrew Persad, Bernadine Raphael, Kimberly Maria Martinez, Catherine Camara Bienpica, and Athenas Lozada Hospedales. Please stand. The Multicultural Club Scholarship. There's 18 students. Kaylise Perez, Bernadine Raphael, Catherine Camara Bienpica, Eveluna Garcia, Isaiah Moran, Alexander Carpio, Michelle Benitez, Anna Goris, Athenas Lozada Hospedales, Gabriela Saldana Dutan, Joanna L. Santos, Lavilla Sousa, Samantha Williams, Zaine Taylor, Jaden Horn, Yadirel Mateo Rivera, Mares Hana, and Autumn Daniels. Please stand. The Yearbook Award, Kimberly Martinez, Catherine Camara, and Lavilla Sosa. The Italian Cochia Award, Marcos J. Amaya and Emily Paz. The Arts Award, Nicole A. Jean Barrete, Emily Del Rocio Paz Imbacupa, and Gianni Teodoro. Please stand. Our Dance Awards, Autumn Daniels, Michaela Philemon Hall, Bernadine Raphael, Leslie Enriquez Alberto, Kaylise Perez, Tina Divers, Zayana Fullman, Crystal Peña Rosiero, Ruth Andujar, Gabrielle Orellana. Please stand. The Drama Department Awards. We have 16. Jacob Agudelo, Brianna Forn, Melanie Luna, Brandon Flores, Dilton Delgado, Cassie Cajuste, Delilah Alaman, Janae Lawand, Yadirel Matos Rivera, Isaiah Moran, Yadira Cubias, Marcos J. Amaya, Mark Ibarra, Cole Cartelli, Crystal Peña Rosario, and Hillary Alberto. The English Awards. Jaslet Argueta Rodriguez, Andrew Persad, Bernadine Raphael, Catherine Camara Bienpica, and Brittany Rodas. We're going to continue with the English Awards. Liara Cabrera Fernandez, Ricardo Suarez Costa, Leonardo David Quintero, Joanna Santos, Marcos J. Amaya, Joshua Tamayo, Gabriela Saldana Dutan, Francisco Lopez Orellana, Jennifer Tejada, Edelson Pineda, and Janae Lawand. Please stand. The world languages will begin with Portuguese first. Iker Bonilla, Diego Cuartasaca, Yerli Rodriguez, Camilo Belo Peña, and Daira Pozo. For Spanish, Amanda Raquel Castellanos Corrales, Leslie Enriquez Alberto, Jose Armando Ramirez Mejia, Jariem Lara, Brittany Rodas, Miguel A. Lopez, Andy Alejandro Garcia, Jajare Carrera, Yadriel Mateo Rivera, Jaslet Argueta Rodriguez, and Esther Sanchez. Social Studies. Eva Luna Garcia, Diego Cuartasaca, Isaiah Moran, Emily Paz, Dylan Pellejero, Andres Ramirez, Bernadine Raphael, Camila Sosa, Mia Sofia Matos, Leonardo David Quintero, and Joanna Santos. Please stand. AP History and AP Government and Politics Award. Delilah Alaman, Marcos Amaya, Catherine Camara Bienpica, Brianna Forn, Natalie Ruiz, Daniela Mosquera, Chris Mokak, Zaine Taylor, Jonathan Rodriguez, Luis Molina, Isaiah Moran, Edelson Pineda, Gabriela Saldana Dutan, Wilbur Sanchez, Joshua Tamayo, Samantha Williams, Rayana Trail, Jennifer Tejada, Mariana Del Valle, Florenza Avdimataj, and Cristeli Banegas. AP Psychology, Lorena Amaro Ramirez, Cassie Cajuste, Jajare Carrera, Luisana Fernanda Ochoa Vintimilla, Kimberly Perez Arce, Halima Shafiq, and Hansel Sosa Regalon. Our Science Awards, Catherine Camara Bienpica, Marcos Amaya, Anthony Lemes Toledo, Nathan Alexander Juarez, Luis Molina, Jocelyn Vasquez Carbajal, Mia Matos, Christopher Constantino, Sarah Rocha Diaz, Natalie Monserrat Ruiz, Andres Ramirez, and Mariana Del Valle. Introduction to Education Award. Floranza Avdimataj, Jorbeline Cardoza, Alexander Carpio, Deshira Cruz, Daniela Mosquera, Daira Pozo Perea, Bernadine Rafael, Kayla Rivera, Halima Shafiq, Angeli Soriano Cielo, Julie Andrew Mundaray, Cristeli Benegas, Rana Esat, and Anna Goris. Black History Legacy Award, Hillary Alberto, Delilah Alamon, Valerie Alonzo, Ruth Andujar, Matthew Batista, Catherine Camara Bienpica, Cole Cartelli, Autumn Daniels, Mariana Del Valle, Taina Divers, Michaela Philemont Hall, Zayana Fullman, Eveluna Garcia, Hanelis Gomez, Leslie Enriquez, Jaden Horn, Youngwa Ile Mabila, Janae Lawand, D'Amico McQuan, Gabriel Orellana Torres, Crystal Pena Rosario, Kaylise Perez, Andrew Persad, Bernadine Rafael, Hector Rodriguez, Zaine Taylor, Andrew Torres, Johan Torres, and Cassie Cajuste. Finally, will all the students who have received a seal of biliteracy please stand to be recognized? This completes our awards portion of the ceremony. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2025. We will miss you all.
Thank you. Let's give our graduates another big round of applause to all our awardees. What an amazing class of 2025. So before we move forward, a special word from our board members. Please focus your attention on the screen up above.
Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm...
Well, this is it. We finally did it. It's all over. This is the day you've been waiting for. My name is Stan Neron, and I'm the president of the Elizabeth Board of Education. And today, we want to say congratulations to the class of 2025. For many of you, you're embarking on something called high school. And for others, you're graduating high school and stepping into the world beyond, fulfilling your heart's desires, fulfilling the dreams of your ancestors, the dreams of your family, the dreams of your community, your dreams, your desires. The biggest dreams you've ever had can be fulfilled after this particular day. And we're so, so proud of you. Remember, your city stands with you, your family stands with you, your village stands with you. But remember something. We say congratulations, but congratulations means something different to everyone. For many, congratulations may be the pathway they took to get here. For others, it may be a simple struggle or the doubt that people had in their lives, not believing that they could make it to this point. Well, you made it, and we're so proud of you. But more importantly, today, the Board of Education wants to share with you what congratulations means in a very unique way.
C is for courage, to keep going when quitting felt easier.
The O, ownership. Ownership over your life, your story, your journey, and your future. En créole, ça veut dire. Ça veut dire c'est augmente tête, c'est augmente la vie, c'est augmente histoire.
M, c'est pour nouveau commencement avec nouveau rêve.
G is for goals that only grow bigger from here.
R é para responsabilidade. Trata-se não como fardos, mas como oportunidades de crescimento.
A es for acción. No solo palabras, sino movimiento.
T is for trusting yourself when no one else did.
U is for understanding your worth.
L is for leadership, born from experience and not just titles. El liderazgo nace de la experiencia y no solo de títulos.
A is for aspirations, fueled by purpose.
La T es talento que habla más fuerte que la duda.
I is for impact that ripples beyond the classroom.
O is for open minds, open hearts, and open roads.
N is for navigating life with grit, navegando pela vida com coragem.
S is for self-discovery. In every challenge you didn't fold, you found yourself. And let me tell you, the version of you that's walking across that stage today is just getting started.
Congratulations doesn't mean the same thing to everyone. And that's exactly why it matters. For some of you, it means breaking a cycle. For others, it means keeping a promise. But for all of you, it means you showed up and stood tall and finished strong. Congratulations to the class of 2025.
Felicidades à classe 2025.
Congratulations to the class of 2025.
Congratulations, class 2025.
Congratulations, class of 2025.
Felicidades a la clase del 2025.
Congratulations, class of 2025.
Congratulations, class of 2025. Felicidades.
Again, you've done it. You succeeded. Now, the city walks with you. Wherever you go, just remember, we're proud of you, we love you, and we're going to be cheering you on. Congratulations, the class of 2025.
Was blocked till I went and turned it where I was down, but now I'm up. Let's go. It's all God, this ain't no.
At this time, I want to bring to you somebody that I'm very proud of. She is our Student Board of Education representative. Please put your hands together for Miss Mia Sofia Matos.
Good morning, esteemed board members, Hamilton staff, family, friends, and my fellow graduating class of 2025. My name is Mia Matos, and it has truly been an honor and privilege to not only serve as student government president and Hamilton's Board of Education representative, but to stand before all of you today as well. Coming into high school, we all knew that it was not going to be easy. As we spent hours studying for benchmarks, SATs, and final exams, crossing days off of our calendars awaiting this moment with such excitement, I cannot help but to mention the bittersweetness of it all as we leave behind amazing teachers, mentors, and a multitude of other people who have planted seeds of knowledge and encouragement within us. Although some days it felt as if all the late night study sessions, energy drinks, and copious amounts of homework were not worth it, we are here now highlighting how truly anything is possible. As renowned actress Audrey Hepburn once stated, "Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible." We did not just pass all of our classes, we proved ourselves to have enough grit and capability to achieve our long end goal of graduating with our peers, which freshman year, and those of us who had missed the goal for math, felt impossible. We balanced jobs, extracurricular activities, relationships, and familial responsibilities. We pushed forward, and finally, all of our hard work has paid off. I encourage all of you to remember Ms. Hepburn's words moving forward. Whether it be trade school, community college, a university, or the military, remember that wherever you go in life, that you have the capability of achieving every dream that you have ever dreamt, as you are possible. I would like to continue my speech on a more personal note. I believe that I live in two worlds. In one world, I am surrounded by textbooks and assignments. This world has been very rewarding to me, but it would not be as rewarding if the people within it did not exist. And so for this reason, I would like to thank Ms. Sabagal, Mr. Mead, and Mrs. Craven. Mr. Mead and Mrs. Craven always know how to cheer me up on a bad day, making sure that I know that I am not only loved by those around me, but that I am capable academically to succeed and get to where I've always dreamed of being. Miss Sabagal has been an inspiration to me ever since I saw her amazing outfits upon her entry into Miss Jacobs' chemistry room sophomore year. I knew that she was the type of person that I wanted to become. Someone who never gives up on others and consistently has a positive outlook on life even when things are tough. I love you all and I truly will miss you. My second world, which is one that I have lived in for 18 years, consists of my family. Stephen and Christine Siegel, my grandparents, have always been there for me, pushing me ever since I was a little girl to work hard and giving me support in accomplishing many things, from ballet classes to graduating high school, and for that I will always be grateful. My father, Jonathan Matos, who has shown me nothing but love and care throughout the years, consistently telling me how proud he is of me, even when it gets annoying, is somebody who I will forever love and whose words will continue to stick with me throughout college as a motivating source. Lastly, my mother. My mother, Brittany Perkins, is proof that you can get anywhere that you want with the right amount of determination and support. From graduating nursing school with honors, working insane hours, and taking care of me all at once, she is the woman I have always inspired to be. She is and has always been my role model and a strong pillar of resilience and success. I love you. Thank you all for listening, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
All right, this is it. Are you ready? Are you ready, class of 2025? So this is it. We've made it. We did it. And for many of you, you've been here 12 years. And the irony in that for me is I'm very proud of you because I've also been here 12 years. I got elected 12 years ago to serve on the Board of Education. And this is my final year as board member and board president. I've been board president twice. And it's been a true journey. And the irony is I've been here your whole education time. And I came really not to be president, not to be an elected official, but really to make impact on our school system. And seeing you today, 12 years later, graduating, makes us proud. Because we didn't do it by ourselves. I didn't do it by myself. And I'm proud of you. And I'm going to miss you. And I just want to thank the Elizabeth community, the parents, the students for the opportunity to serve you and be your board president and school board member. So God bless you all. I'm going to miss you all. And I'm so proud of the class of 2025. Give yourselves another big round of applause. At this time, it brings me great pleasure to introduce your Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Rafael Cortez, to present the class of 2025.
Thank you, Board President Niran. At this time, I have the honor and privilege to present the class of 2025 to our Superintendent of Schools. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our Superintendent, Dr. Olga Hugemeyer.
Thank you, Mr. Cortez. Members of the Board of Education, our special guests, our colleagues in administration, our members of the faculty, our families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025. At this time, I am very pleased to officially acknowledge the class of 2025. Mr. Mikros, the principal of Alexander Hamilton Preparatory Academy, has certified to me that all of the requirements of the Elizabeth Board of Education and the New Jersey have, and with the authority granted to me by the Commissioner of Education for the state of New Jersey and the members of the Elizabeth Board of Education, I hereby authorize that the appropriate diplomas be awarded. Congratulations, class of 2025. At this time, I'm going to welcome Mr. Mikros back to the stage in order to begin the appropriate distribution of diplomas. Mr. Mikros?
As a reminder to the class about our procedures for the conferring of diplomas. During the reading of names, we will call each row of graduates' names. As you hear your name, please proceed to the stage. After all graduates exit the stage and proceed towards your seat, at this time, we would like to welcome our senior class advisor, Mr. Brian Sullivan, and sophomore class advisor, Ms. Jennifer Craven, to the stage to assist with the recognition of the class. Thank you.
First row, stand, please. Joanna Santos, Kimberly Maria Martinez, Gabriela Saldana Dutan, Catherine Faith Camara Bampica, Isaiah Renee Moran, Franklin Arroyo, Wilbur Sanchez, Camila Sosa, Edelson Alexander Pineda, Mariana Del Valle, Ian Phoenix Acevedo, and Jacob Argudello.
Hillary Alberto, Delilah Vanessa Alaman, Valerie Alejandra Alonso, Ethan Matthew Alvarez, Lorena Amaro Ramirez, Marcos J. Amaya, Yuli Mary Andres Mondore, Ruth Andujar, Jocelyn Alexander Malo, Ace Argu, Jaslyn Anai Argueta Rodriguez, Anthony Argueta Romero,
Lorenza Abdimitaj, Matthew Ballista, Crystal Venegas, Dayanara Janet Venegas Chabla, Nicole Agin Ferrete, Alexis Barrios, Camilo Benitez, Michelle Benitez, Dulce Bolanos Campos, Iker Amilcar Bonilla, Julio C. Bustamante Ruz,
Liara Cabrera Fernandez, Derek J. Cajamarca, Casey Rebecca Cajuste, Luis Angel Calzalco, Mia Pilar Caraballo, Jorbeline Michelle Cardoza, Amy Kristen Carmona, Alexander Carpio, Jajare Elizabeth Carrera, Cole Cartelli, Amanda Raquel Castellanos Corrales, Fabiola Castro,
Lucas Souza Serretti, Santiago Alexei Chirino Osorio, Kenny Alexander Coelho, Juan Eduardo Calazos, Ronnie Concepcion Jr., Christopher Leonardo Constantino, Dashira Cruz, Dianis Juliana Cruz Anariba, Yadira Cubias, Adriana Julissa Cubias, Autumn Shapri Daniels, Dilton Macaulay Delgado,
Taina Divers, Ariel Duarte Lopez, Alejandra Emily Turan Orlana, Eric Mahamud Ishan, Gabriel Said Espinel Vallejo, Rana Izat,
Juan Jose Galarza, Melissa Stephanie Garay, Eveluna Garcia, Andy Alejandro Garcia, Pierre Richard Gedeon, Sebastian Jerez, Matthew Joseph Gilder, Stefania Gomez, Hanalias Gomez, Haniel Gomez, Angelina Antonella Gomez Selly, Kevin Gonzalez.
Anna Marie Goris, Brian Garcia, Rashad Mackay Graham, Diego Rolando Guarzarca, Nicolas Gutierrez Castano, Morez Hannah, Leslie Maite Enriquez Alberto, Eric Fernando Hernandez, Danny J. Hernandez, Karen Herrera, Jaden Horn, Joseph Wapaye,
Mark Moises Ibarra Chapis, Younghwa Grace Ilamabilla, Michael Jaden Jimenez, Marcus Jave Jose Ortiz, Nathan Alexander Juarez, Mahmoudal Kabir, Richard Landa, Jeremy Lara, Jana Lawan, Justin Henry Henny, Nima Leon, Anthony Lemus Toledo, Vladimir Raul Liriano,
Marcelo Londano, Giselle J. Lopez, Miguel A. Lopez, Sharon Lopez Gomez, Stephanie L. Lopez Rivera, Francisco Raul Lopez Orlana, Joanna Stephanie Lucero, Melanie Luna, Meli Yanet Luna, Rajiv Montador, Leonardo A. Mala, Carlos Eduardo Maradiaga Ponce,
Daniel Luis Marrero, Aileen Martinez, Luis Martinez Franco, Josue Luis Martinez Lara, Yadriel Jose Mateo Rivera, Mia Sofia Matos, Omar Lamont Maurice McCrae, D'Amico Paul McCowan, Angelina Young Medina, Ashley Sofia Mejia, Giancarlo Mejia, Irene Naomi Mendoza,
Chris Evelyn Mokak Kigang, Luis Mario Molina, Anthony Alexander Molina, Joshua Gabriel Molina, Kenny Lee Monroy Guerrero, Leslie Montero, Alexander E. Morales Velez, Daniela Mascara, Genesis Catherina Nieves Garlarza, Maria Isabella Ocampo, Luisana Fernanda Ochoa Vintamilla, Catherine Lizette Olivaria,
Justin Stephen Ordonez Calderon, Gabriel Aredne Oriana Torres, Sebastian Osorio, Cielo Pais, Alexander S. Paniagua, Emily Del Rocio Paz Imbacuan, Dylan Gaston Pelijedo, Crystal M. Peña Rosario, Emily Luana Pereira Garcia, Kaylees Perez, Kimberly Perez Arce, Andrew Persad,
Sergio Martin Piedra Villa, Diana Elizabeth Pozo Pereira, Quijada. Brandon David Quinte. Daniel David Quinte. Leonardo David Quintero. Jean-Paul Quintero Bolanos. Andres David Ramirez. Jose Armando Ramirez Mejia. Ebenezer Sari Ramos. Bernadine Jane Raphael.
Estefany Azucena Ramache. Esther De Jesus Rivas Romero. Marissa Rose Rivera. Evelyn Angelica Rivera Ortiz. Sarah J. Rocha Diaz. Kayla Angeline Rivera. Brittany Rodas. Yurli V. Rodriguez. Hector Manuel Rodriguez. Esther Sarah Rodriguez Andrade. Gerani Rodriguez Gomez. Jonathan J. Rodriguez Martinez.
Gianna Sofia Rojas. Stephen Romero. Jonathan Rosa. Natalie Monserrat Ruiz. Juliana Samantha Ruiz. Kellen Diana Ruiz Contreras. Carla Sofia Sanango. Aixa Sanchez. Ashley Alejandra Sanchez Ayala. Esther Juliet Sanchez Paz. Irma de la Paz Sanchez Salvador. Giselle Paola Sandres.
Alexander Santana. Kayla Serrano. Halima Shafiq. Angelica Simancas Murillo. Sajibat Singh. Ricardo Miguel Suarez Costa. Anyeli Mary Soriano Cielo. Hansel Sosa Regalon. Livila Silva Souza. Jose Luis Cerca Melgarero. Joshua A. Tamayo. Jamie Sebastian Tamayo.
Zaine Nicole Taylor. Stephanie Michelle Tayon Ramirez. Jennifer Tejada. Gianni Teodoro. Brian Mateo Tixlema Chaque. Vincent Jean-Pierre Torres. Johan Torres Mello. Andrea Esmeralda Torres Sanchez. Jonathan Torres Velez. Brianna Trail. Fernando Gabriel Vaca Gallegos. Jason Joa Venegas.
Justin Rene Vasquez Bonilla. Jocelyn Carolina Vasquez Carbajal. Marcus David Vasquez Martinez. Fernando Alonso Ventura. Christopher Villa Agudelo. Samantha Diana Williams. Lindsay Sophia Zambrano Luke. Fatima Zapata. Alexis Joshua Zarita.
So we did it. We made history. You are now part of the largest graduating class in Elizabeth Public Schools history. 1,956 students. So to the class of 2025, please rise. Let's make this official. At this time, please take your tassels from the right to the left, you have officially graduated. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Come on, you can make some more noise for them. At this time, please welcome your principal, Mr. George Mikos, one more time.
So you may be seated now. So in a few minutes, we will be exiting the Dunn Sports Center. Students will be exiting in the back. They'll be called by rows. And parents, just please, will be exiting back after the students leave, because there's another group of people coming in. Okay, so thank you. Parents, you may be seated now. Please have a seat. Thank you. Okay, and then okay. All students rise, seniors rise. And they will be dismissing you row by row. Thank you.